Hello, all right, everyone. Welcome. Today I want to talk about black text. Not the internet definition, the real life version, right? And before we go into it, or anyone gets defensive, this is not about blaming black people or black family. This is about why the bill keeps landing on the same people, right? So here's my story. And I want you to put your hand up. If you've ever had to help with rent, pay a light bill, send money, just this once, or deal your own goals because you delay your own goals because family needs help. So what about the text actually? What is black text actually? What does that mean? When people say black text, they're not talking about shopping too much or bad choices. Black text is when one person's success has to cover for generations or inequality. And, it's when you have to hold off your dreams to be able to help your family. You make more money, but somehow feel broker. The emergency fund, the retirement plan, and even the backup plan. Here's the key thing people miss. Black text isn't cultural, it's structural, right? So I just want to share some data that I found, right? And this is something that I also struggled with. Sorry, I just want to check this if this thing works. But let me give you all an example and some feedback on stats. And this is very important for those people that sometimes feel inundated. So according to Federal Reserve, the average white household has multiple times more wealth than the black folks or us, than an average black family, a black household. Not income wealth, right? So wealth means you've paid off your home, you have inheritance, emergency savings, family members who can help you. But most black high earners are first generational everything. First to graduate, first to make money, first with benefits, first with stability. So instead of money flowing down to flow, it's flowing out of you, right? So let's make this plain. Black text looks like you finally get a good job, and now everyone knows your paycheck. You can't say it because something always comes up. You feel guilty buying something nice. You're scared to say no because what if they really need it? And the wild part, a lot of black professionals delay buying a house, investing, marriage, kids, not because they're irresponsible, but because they're responsible for too many people. So be honest, does this feel familiar to you, what I'm talking about? So let's talk about the emotional part of budgeting as a black person. Black text comes with guilt, pressure, anxiety, fear of outgrowing your family. You're told that, you need to help those that need you. There's that level of burnout, there's financial burnout, and you can even self-destruct sometimes. So I want to ask something uncomfortable. Is black text family loyalty, survival strategy, exploiting, or all of the above? So drop a letter in there. I'll put these in the chats. Let me know how you feel about that, especially my black people here. Has the system failed us that we feel trapped? Right? So I want you to listen carefully to this. Right? I know this is quite hard. Black text does not mean cutting your family off because of selfishness, acting like you're all of that. You need to think about your sustainability, right? you need to say something like, listen, I can only help for this much. I can help you to learn, to manage your money well. Because at the end of the day, we need to be able to survive, to help ourselves first. So if you're carrying this weight, you're not selfish, you're not ungrateful, you're not wrong for wanting more for yourself, guys. Drop a note and let me know if my discussion has helped you, because I felt like I needed to make this video for those people, for those of us that are, struggling. You're struggling to balance yourself, right? And then having to balance other family members can be a bit hard for us as well. Balancing when to buy a house, when to, buy your groceries. But I must say, from my point of view, I'm lucky in that I've got parents that are very understanding. We do the little that we can when we can. I can imagine other diaspora members have families that come from, homes that need. So, but the main thing is make sure that you sustain yourself in order to sustain them. Alright, all, don't forget to comment, like, let me know. I just felt like I needed to share this with you. It's a retrospect on a Tuesday. Alright, all, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. Let me know how it goes.